welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my chicken Alfredo. It's Valentine's Day and that is what I am making for our meal tonight. We are doing it low-key tonight, just me and my husband and our children, and we're going to celebrate that way. So come with me to the kitchen and I'll show you how I make my chicken Alfredo. Okay, I start with some fresh boneless, skinless chicken breast. These are thin sliced. I'm going to go ahead and put them on a cutting board that's covered in saran wrap so I can go ahead and get them seasoned up. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take my mallet and start tenderizing them with my mallet. I'm not trying to make them any thinner, just to get them tender. Okay, so I use only my own spice blend. I have some black pepper, some meat tenderizer. I'm using just a little bit of garlic salt and a tiny bit of all season salt. And trust me, I use it very sparingly so it's not salty. So now I'm going to take the chicken and put it seasoned side down on my platter so I can get the other side of the chicken seasoned up. Now they're all seasoned. I'm going to get them covered back up so I can start preparing my pan to pan fry the chicken. So I always use extra virgin olive oil because it is so healthy and good for you. It just gives it a light taste. I also put just a little pat of butter in there just to add flavoring to it. And I'm going to let that melt at a medium-low skillet. So I just take the chicken breast and I just put them in there and just start letting them saute. Flip it over and you can tell that it's already starting to get cooked through. I always have my lid on there to seal in that moisture and flavor. And we always have to check our temperature, and chicken needs to be cooked internally to 165. We're at 157, so it's almost done. Almost there, not quite. So now that we're ready to plate this up, you can see the nice little crust on top of the chicken. I'm going to let that rest while I cook that last chicken breast. Then I'm just going to start cleaning up a little bit while I am letting that last chicken breast cook. All right, so now I'm ready to start working on the Alfredo sauce. So I have my saucepan there, and I'm gonna take 1 stick of butter, and I'm gonna melt it in the saucepan there over a medium to medium-low heat. We don't want it to burn, so we're gonna keep the temperature low. And while that's melting, I'm gonna go ahead and chop my fresh garlic. I have 2 cloves of fresh garlic. I'm gonna cut off the tips and take off the skin. Now I'm going to take the flat of my knife and just kind of squash the bulb so to make it easier to cut. I'm going to cut them up really thin, really tiny. Okay, so I add that to my already melted butter along with a pint of heavy whipping cream. I salt and pepper to taste. Now I'm going to just stir everything together and just let it simmer. Don't bring it to a boil because we don't want it to burn. Just let it simmer. So that's going to need to be on a medium to medium-low heat. A medium to medium-low flame. And that's what it's looking like. It's almost starting to boil, so I'm going to need to adjust that heat. So now I am ready to add my shredded Parmesan cheese. I use 2 cups, and I just put it in batches, and I stir and mix after each add in. Add a little bit more pepper. All right, there is my pan that I'm going to use for my pasta. You can use whatever you have on hand. Today I have macaroni, so that's what I'm going to use. And my Alfredo sauce is done. It will thicken as it sits. Those are my chicken breasts that I've been letting just rest there under the top. So I'm going to check my pasta, and it is just about ready. All right, I'm going to put my chicken breast on this plate so I can cut it. It turned out really flavorful and really juicy, very tender. I was trying to get you guys to see all the juice running out of the chicken. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it turned out really juicy. So I'm just going to continue to cut it up into strips, and I have 3 breasts that I'm going to cut up. All the flavorful juices in that pan, I'm just going to pour over all the chicken just for added flavor. And now I'm ready to plate everything up. All right, there's my pasta. Here's my Alfredo sauce. And there's some chicken to go on top. Grab my breadstick, and that is our Valentine's dinner. Chicken Alfredo.